alongside the Big Brother house removal firm since summer 2012, it seems. Look at Benedict getting a chair for us. We're so naughty. Now, first things first, we might be on late. Bam, we might be a little bit naughty, but can we please have no talk about periods tonight? Period? What a bloody mess that was, eh? Thanks. It's Friday night and it's eviction number 3 already. I can't believe it. Eviction number 3. So he may have spread his message of sexual liberation all over the shower, but it frankly wasn't a message you wanted to hear. Benedict is out of the house. Thankfully, he wiped down first. He's going to be joining us later on in the show, but in the meantime, we're hoping for a snap of this.
Fuck off.
A crackle of this.
Smack my body.
And if we play our cards right, a pop of this.
Go on, girl.
All yes.
Other onomatopoeia-based cereals are available. Does any of you know what that means? No. Neither did I when I read it first time round. A special treat for the panel tonight. If only my 10-year-old self could see me now. 15 years on Ramsay Street between them, and even they're shocked by the level of drama coming out of that house after just 18 days. It's Neighbours legends Anne Charleston and Mark Little.
I'm great. Thanks for having us.
Thanks. Oh, sorry. All right. Yes, go to your chair.
Thank you
so much.
What's yourself here, Anne? And this one here.
The original theme music as well. Haven't heard that in so long. It's available on Mushroom Records. So we've got a Ramsay and we've got a Mangle. The only thing missing is Bouncer. But we have a Bouncer. It's Chris. You've had a little haircut. Little haircut?
Yeah, fresh.
Fresh. She's fresh. Right, let's crack on. Eviction number 3. I can't believe it's eviction number 3 already. Are you raging?
Raging?
Yeah, are you raging, Mark, about who went?
Mr. Garrett, the shower guy. He's gone, he's gone. He was just getting stuck into all the kiddies too, wasn't he? He was just starting to get stuck in.
He was. He was giving a right old
Mr. Garrett was getting a bit angry, wasn't he?
So are you sad that Benedict's gone?
Yeah, a little bit, because I was really looking forward to seeing him get stuck into everybody. But, you know, I'm sort of half not glad too, because, you know, that shower was going to get a bit slippery, wasn't it?
It was.
It really was.
I do think it's a little bit premature that he left, though.
I agree. W for...
What do you guys reckon? Did the right person go?
Yeah!
I'm really sorry Benedict's gone, actually, although it's nice that Lauren stayed. Benedict had a lot more to offer, I think, and it's a real shame. There are far more boring housemates in there, but although he was a bit serious, wasn't he?
I think, yeah, but he was becoming so much fun this week, and it's very much like last week with you and Aaron, 2 characters you don't really want to lose, and I think this week again, Benedict and Lauren, 2 characters we don't really want to lose. Is anybody glad that Benedict's gone?
Well, Lauren annoyed me, but I really like Benedict, so I'm glad that he's coming out tonight so we can see him. That's all, really.
Chris, you live with Benedict, and you quite liked him, didn't you?
I know, I thought he's a good guy.
So you're sad that he's gone?
Yeah, I'm sad that he's gone, but at the same time, at least I'm going to see him tonight, so... That's a bit of a bonus in the way that he's gone, but we still see him.
Mark, why do you think the audience told Benedict to wreck off?
I have no idea. I'm really surprised, actually. I mean, young Lauren, she didn't deserve it, and I suppose he's done stuff to deserve being thrown out of the house.
Yeah.
But and I thought the way this show worked is that people liked that person in the house that was going to cause a bit of friction.
Well, that's the thing. I think we always say, oh, we're getting rid of the big characters first. And yet we're still doing it, even though people say we need to keep the big characters in. So I'm not sure where we're going wrong.
It's just such a shame it was both of them, because I think they were really exciting housemates, and there were other boring ones that could have gone, but it's just a bit of a shame.
The wrong 2 were up.
We
should have had people like change now, though, that they can't talk about nominations. Anne, are you a fan of Benedict?
Not really, no. I thought for a start he looked a bit like Dr. Mengele in the white coat when he was a scientist. That worried me a little. And the couple of times I saw him in the diary room, he was incredibly judgmental about other people in the house.
Yeah.
And I thought he was really... It was a bit rich. That he should be making judgments about all of the others.
That's a good point. Who is going to miss him the most, do we think?
Me.
Well, I'm glad you said something, because the rest of them are very quiet.
I'm going to really miss him. He was really starting to come out of himself.
He was. There's going to be so many puns tonight. I can feel it. We're only like 3 minutes in and we've had coming and, oh, my goodness, premature and... Oh. And now, you were famously Charlene's mum in Neighbours, and we've got our very own Kylie in the house, our little Kylie.
My goodness, she's like her, isn't she?
So, with her troubles, did it pull at your heartstrings a little bit?
Well, it takes a lot to pull at my heartstrings, but I do like the girl. I mean, I don't know her, but having watched her on screen, there's something very appealing about her.
She's lovely, isn't she, Lauren?
And she does look incredibly like a young Kylie.
Yeah.
And I love her Jersey accent, and I just think she's got a lot to offer.
Are you happy that Lauren's stayed?
I'm happy that she's still in there, yeah.
Yeah, Chris?
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with neither of them two, so to me, I liked them both, so it was vice versa. But yeah, the only thing is, I know she said she feels like she's getting a bit bullied, so I just hope she can stick up herself for a bit more and show the stronger side of her, because I saw a strong side to her, and she just needs to show that a little bit more, because she is a bit intimidated, but she's a strong girl and she's got a lot to say, so hopefully she livens up and stands up for herself a bit more.
As we've kind of said, we've seen a new side to Benedict over the past few days. He's been playing pranks, he's been very outspoken. I don't know what he was like before that, but from what we've seen on the outside, he's been a lot quieter. So do you think the new side that we've seen was a little bit of a plot to kind of extend his stay, or was he just kind of
No, what I think it was, I'll be honest with you, I know what Benedict's like. I feel like he knew he was going to go, right? So he thought he wants to have a bit of fun before he goes, and he wanted to get it off his chest. Yeah. And that's when he left. That's why he just said to Luke to really put in the mixer to tell him that I actually did your protein shake. I'll tell you what, I'm going to shake Benedict's hand, because that was amazing. That was only Benedict can think of that.
But I think you're right, Em. I think he thought it could have been the 500 banana moment for him, where he went, oh, hello, curry the... Oh, and I a crazy guy.
I did love that 500 banana moment.
And a little bit of curry powder in some bloke's protein way is not going to do it.
No, it's not going to do it. No. He needs to do something much bigger. We've heard Lauren tonight saying that Caroline is controlling the house. No. Is she?
No. Ashley.
Ashley
and Sarah are really like the two ugly sisters, although they're not ugly, to Lauren's Cinderella. I think it's them.
They're all sociopaths. They're all trying to control the house. But
who's doing it right, though, Mark, do you think? I kind of feel like Caroline has got so many people's ears.
Caroline's not as silly as she's
a bright girl. As Benedict said, she's probably, he would imagine, the best educated person in that house. Yeah. So...
Not necessarily the best educated. A lot of money's been spent on it. Hasn't done much good, has it?
Well, it depends. She's doing quite well in there at the moment.
Yeah, I think she's hiding her light under a bushel.
Who do you think is in danger of being nominated on Monday, Mark?
Monday? Lydia. Yeah.
I love her. She's brilliant. I mean, she seems totally bonkers. Was in that room going, but that's what I like about her.
Can we have 10,000 votes? I want 10,000 votes. Kill them all. It's like Battle Royale. If there was a handgun in that house, she would have got it and said, no, the last person alive wins, and she would have been straight at the handgun.
She comes out with some corkers, though. I can't quite believe some of the things that come out of her mouth, and that's why I really like to watch her, because it's just like, what
she doesn't engage before the old brain kicks in, if there's a brain there at all.
The argument about the mention of the word period at dinner was really a little much.
Sorry, Anne, I missed that because someone was shouting behind me.
But the argument about the mention of the word period at the dinner table...
That was at the other end.
I mean, for a start, I didn't even know what the argument was about.
Yeah, it was so
Mark
quiet.
had to tell me.
Guys, we've got to move on. I'm sorry. That's what these guys think. But what about the main man? To be honest, he almost didn't get invited this week because after last week, with all the chaos in the camera runs that you caused... But it wouldn't be Friday night without him. It's Brian Dowling, everybody.
Was a bit of chaos. Sorry.
You were so naughty last week. Look at what you did.
I'm sorry,
Watch this.
I'm so sorry.
Look, walking around, but they're actually being very, very quiet. I remember when we had evictions, we'd be going
Miranda's
crazy.
knocking on the glass.
No, she's not, Emma. If she does, I'll kick her somewhere. That'll really hurt. Being very, very quiet.
Okay.
Becky's got great eye makeup.
Does it... Oh, they're waving. They can see you.
They can see us.
Oh. Come out. Brian, get out.
Back to you, back to you.
Brian. What you got to say for yourself?
As a fellow professional broadcaster, what did you expect saying Narinda Kaur into the camera run? She was half pissed and she was gagged. It was bound to happen.
I didn't send her. And I think people did think she actually knocked on the window. She didn't.
That
but
was acting.
She was being very
Also, she was in bright yellow bumblebee coat. They're going to see that through the
they can see bright colours.
We see everything when you're in there.
So did she go on the naughty step?
She did a
Did
really
you
high
spank
one.
her?
She's still there. She's in the cage.
She was so angry with you after you put her head in that cake.
But I didn't realise, because the cake was hard. So what they didn't see when the show ended, she actually grabbed the cake, threw it at you and all the audience.
My white dress that I was wearing that night totally felt it. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it wasn't. How was tonight for you?
It's weird because the housemates kept chanting, "Get Lydia out," and I'm going, Lydia's not up.
I know.
So I was rather confused who was actually up for eviction.
They just want her to know, though,
yes,
don't they?
I think when it came to Benedict and Lauren, there was equal amounts of boos and cheers. That's what it felt like to me. But you, OK, why are you telling them to steal stuff? Have you any idea the amount of shit you caused?
Hold on.
No, hang on. He's grabbing a chair and I'm going, what
This is called payback for what you did in our camera runs.
You liar!
Last week.
Have you told all of them to... I won't have it, Emma.
And also, just because I front the show doesn't mean I'm the one that told them to do it.
Well, everyone does everything I say on my show, and you know it. Give me 5, thank you.
Right, there's so much that's been going on this week. Let's talk about the rule change.
Yes.
Good idea, do you think?
Do you know what? I think initially when it happened, we all went, oh, my God, amazing. It's not been done before in civilian Big Brother. Yeah. But I think unlike the format in America, I think Americans want to see that. Us here in England and Ireland, when we watch it, we don't want to see that. We actually want them to get on. And I think for us, it's uncomfortable. And it's a bit boring because it's all they talked about. Plus, when people are up for a nomination, you want to know who it is. You want to wait. Yeah. And when they talk about it, you kind of know who it's going to be. Plus, I don't like the way people get in gangs. I think nominations should be something you do for yourself and your genuine reasons.
Rather than trying to influence people. How hard is it, though, not to talk about nominations when you're in there?
It's difficult when you're in there when you're not allowed to, because you want to... You know, if you're finding it difficult to nominate someone, you want to ask someone, look, who did you nominate? Yeah. But the fact that you could talk about it for over 2 weeks and now you can't, you're kind of really fucked in a way.
I know. That's why it only took them 4 hours to make the rules.
But you know what? I watched you last night, and I get quite excited when they play back. And you said this at 12:02, and then he said this at 13:04. Because I'm going to make them squirm, make them squirm. I love that. Do you guys love that? Yeah. That's what we want. Yes.
That is what we want to see. We don't want, as you said, we don't want to see them plotting because then we know what they're going to do. Yes. And it's also in their control. Yes. And it shouldn't be.
And I like the way they got no hot water. Give them a bit more of that.
Have they still not got hot water?
I think they had hot water because they all looked quite groomed. We need to find that out.
You think we'd know, wouldn't you? I've just heard in my ear, it's back on.
It's back on. When we were in there,
it's gone for days.
We had it for an hour. If you missed the hot water, you had a cold shower. We'd no food. This is luxury, BB.
OK.
She's not bothered. She's
no,
not whatever.
I am bothered. They're just telling me things in my ear.
Move on,
and I'm
shut
like,
him up.
Oh, tell him to shut up.
Yes.
Lydia and Dean are falling out.
Yes.
It was a really odd one.
It was an odd one.
Like Lydia has been dying to have a go at her for something.
Yes, it is, because when it kicked off, she was like, yeah, look at the cameras, Dina. See those cameras, turn around, come on. And Dina's going, what is wrong with you? I said the word period. Why are you freaking out? And if they were really friends, in there you need friends. You'd have each other's backs. Yeah. They don't. They're not going to be friends.
And the thing is, it's not like she sat there and she went, oh, at the dinner table, oh, I just got my period.
Yeah, well, she said Adam did because he was temperamental.
Look at you, you're on your period today as a joke.
But maybe she was looking, when you dislike someone and they give you a reason, you go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like me and you.
Yeah. Well, we pretend every week we like each other.
I know.
I think we're pulling it off.
I think we do really well.
Benedict style.
Brian Dowling, everybody.
Emma Willis, everyone.
Thank you, Brian. That's what the panel think, and we also know what Brian thinks, but remember, we also want to hear from you guys. If you have any questions for Benedict, he'll be answering them in the sweaty box later. You can reach us on Twitter or through the website. Join us after the break when we'll have yet more exclusive footage as we see how the house is reacting to Benedict's departure. And the man himself will be here to answer the questions that were too rude, even for Brian to ask. See you soon.